Listen up, you blundering fools. It's time for the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast. Get all the toy talk your evil hearts could desire from these nincompoops. Jason, Corey, Elgin, and Spoody.
Yo, Joe, and welcome to the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast, where a punk rock band of brothers get together to talk about one of our shared loves, smiling and toy collecting. What is going on? We're here to celebrate how these little colorful pieces of plastic can transform you, and you, Corey, into a little kid again. Yeah, aw, don't be sad. If this is your first time listening or watching on YouTube, or you're new to the show, first of all, thank you so much. We really, really appreciate it. But you're going to learn soon enough that we are not toy experts. We're just toy enthusiasts. So we're not always going to get all the details right, no matter what Corey says. So let's introduce the band, your fellow podcast co-hosts. On lead vocals and rhythm guitar, he's our real American hero. It's Corey Kearney.
I ain't saying shit.
Okay, don't then. Fine.
Hi, I'm Corey. Hi. Sorry, that was uncalled for.
On vocals and lead guitar, and a true master of the universe, it's the quiet one, Elgin Arney.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Jean. J'ai la poêle.
I'm not sure any of that was real. I can't wait to translate that later.
That's all. That's
That's
French
what I
know.
know.
Yeah, it's all frog noises.
The captions are still going to get it wrong.
Yep. Next up, on the bass guitar, he's more than meets the eye. He's our Transformers guy. It's Spoody.
Hello.
Hey, buddy. I'm so happy you're here.
How's it going?
We're all looking at you now.
And on drums, it's me. I'm Jason.
Now.
I'm here to share my love of Transformers and all things awesome.
Like Funko Pops.
We're super proud to announce that we partnered with the Big Bad Toy Store.com. That's right, BBTS, Cracktastic Plastic, together at last. It's so easy. Next time you want to visit BBTS, just use our affiliate link,
BigBadToyStore.com. No,
That's not it.
No, it's not.
The actual affiliate link is bbts.cracktasticplastic.com. And it takes you to the same Big Bad Toy Store that you know and love. And doing that helps them know that we sent you there. So once again, edit those bookmarks to bbts.cracktasticplastic.com. If it wasn't so much editing, I'd put that on the screen or something, but that's too much work.
Like a flyer, like a banner.
Oh, you could
going
totally
down.
write it out on a piece of paper like you do for other things.
I
So
don't know what you're talking
we
about.
have a fun and creative show today. Have you ever got a toy and thought, this could be better? Or do you find yourself waiting for a character and taking things into your own hands? Well, kitbashing is when you either combine a previous toy's parts to create a new one or make your own parts. And repainting is often involved. Apparently, kitbashing's hilarious.
I was just thinking about
And-
my parts.
Uh-huh.
They're funny.
It's just a great way to make something new from not new parts. We're also going to visit a toy store that we just heard about recently. Like, recently. And
Super.
isn't too far away and is actually a store we need to check out. They've been vendors at some of the horror cons and stuff I've been to, and great stuff. You can also follow us on Twitter at Cracktastic Pod and on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Patreon at Cracktastic Plastic. But all those things can be found on our website, cracktasticplastic.com. And while you're surfing the interwebs, be sure to stop by our sponsor, toyhacks.com, for all your repro label needs. They have an armory where you can get some toy-accurate 3D printed weaponry for your toys and lots of really awesome stickers. I love stickers.
Mm-hmm. I love them too. Like the ones you get on the bananas in the morning. That's really exciting too.
Oh, he's not wrong.
Oh.
But when they're crooked, it's just
Yeah, it
You,
pisses
like,
me off.
hate
because-
eat that banana, right?
Yeah, like one bite just.
Yeah, I was going to say, can you show us how to hate eat a banana?
I will not, but what I will show you is what toys we picked up lately in a segment we call Thrill of the Hunt.
Listen Listen up, you fools! If anyone knows more about searching for the most unique items in the world, it's me, Cobra Commander. In my reign as Cobra's leader, I have acquired countless items, but those meddling Joes have foiled my attempt at worldwide domination over and over again. But it's the thrill of the hunt that fuels my superb rule of Cobra. Pay attention to my loyal subordinates as they tell you of their latest exploits and acquisitions. It's the thrill of the hunt, Cobra!
And since you can't handle my obviously professional segues, I'm gonna let you go first, Corey. What have you picked up lately?
I don't understand what's happening. Do you have a knife?
I do.
I need your knife because this is what I picked up lately. I picked it up on my front porch.
It was your porch. That's good.
It was my front porch, yeah.
Oh, is that a box?
It is. It's a box. I picked it up. I wasn't done yet, you dick.
Okay.
It's a box that the FedEx man dropped off for me.
Corey is cutting into a
live
box, a
unboxing.
shipping box that is brown in color and has tape that is clear.
I'm really enjoying the color commentary. Keep going. I'm not going to say anything.
And now he's opening all the flaps, and there is some sort of packing
one-
material, which is
one
like
bag.
a bag of that he popped in the
Ooh,
distance.
I know what this is.
And there's another box inside that box, which he's also going to open now. And
But they
he's
don't put artwork
slowly
on this
coming in.
box like they do the
No
He-Man
artwork.
box.
It's just a blank shipping box.
Oh, it does have
with Hasbro
Yeah.
on the left-hand top corner. While he's opening.
Okay, this may
cutting
be
the-
too much describing. I don't. They're
and
happy
he's,
medium.
he already has it open, and now he's pulling out
I mean, people watch
some
golf.
sort of toy.
I guess, yeah.
And now
And they
he's
love Elgin's voice.
looking at this box, and is there anything inside, he thinks, and puts his right hand, into the box. And now he's grabbing the toy, and now he will explain what it is.
Okay.
Back to you, Corey.
In my best NPR voice, I'm sliding the knife into the box.
Oh, yeah.
Cutting the tape. This is the
exciting.
G.I. Joe Retro O-Ring Hasbro Pulse Duke and
Your favorite Duke.
Cobra Commander
Duke.
2-pack that I just got in the mail today. It shipped early, so I was pretty excited about that. So I brought
First
it along.
looks.
The artwork's pretty cool. The box is gray. For anyone that doesn't know what color gray is, Elgin, it's like a light black.
Well, that's the only color I see is gray, so you don't have to explain that one to me.
Dang it.
So I have seen a lot of posts about Duke looking kind of derpy, and mine is derpy as well. If you look,
Lucky.
So I have a vintage and this one to pass around. Have a look at.
Is
If you
it-
look at the new Duke's face, his face, he looks like he's got. You know what? He's got Forrest Whitaker eye. Like look
Like
close.
a lazy eye.
Look close. It's like kind of
A little
Is
bit.
there is this something that you have to keep?
Yeah,
this bottom part?
there's a bunch of accessories and stuff.
Okay.
Extra
So in the bottom
accessories
of
on
the actual box, there's an accessory box that can
Yeah.
also be opened with more stuff in it.
And then vintage Cobra Commander in the Sunbow colors new Cobra Commander in the Sunbow colors versus vintage. So the one that's in the package is what he looked like in the cartoon. Versus,
Like one of his eyes is just lower.
yeah, it's like
It's
super,
not like looking away.
no,
in
it's
the
just
distance,
like it's like
lower down.
droopy. He's been compared to Sloth from Goonies.
Yeah, it's like
Dang.
he's had a stroke or something,
Yeah.
and it's just kind of like
So
Oh, yeah,
I'm
a
going
lot
to
of
take him
different-
apart and see if I can actually get a vintage head into that one to
Yeah.
make him look a little better.
A lot of different color choices on Cobra Commander here.
Yeah.
That gray belt, a gray stripe on the helmet, and a blue sash.
Yeah, the silver stripe on
Oh.
the helmet, is like,
So
or is it white? Or, I don't know. But yeah, the stripe on the
Yeah.
helmet is like a big deal. A lot of people have painted those on over the years. But yeah, it looks.
so the original Duke's eye is like that too.
Is
but
it?
just not as bad?
Let me see. I'm going to compare them
It's
to all
just
these.
a hair below.
It's that goofy ass smile he's got. That's
It is a little bit funky, isn't it? Huh.
Yeah.
And then he's got that shit-eating grin on his face.
Which is maybe what they were going for with
Maybe.
moving the eye.
huh. That's still cool.
But yeah, I was super excited to get these. People keep bitching about like.
Ah,
Everyone so far loves the Cobra Commander figure. They think he looks awesome,
kind of wish I got it.
and I think you can still.
is this on Pulse?
Yeah, I think you
Sweet.
can order them still. I'm not sure. Yeah, everyone loves
Sell
Cobra
you a
Commander. I have heard Duke called hot garbage, and
Aw.
everything else. Like most people think that Duke is trash. I don't care
Oh, it
because
comes with a helmet. I
Yeah,
didn't notice that.
you can polish it and shine it up a lot. That was dirty.
Okay, I was just making sure that's what you were trying.
Yeah,
So you're
I was
going for it.
I was going for dirty. Yeah, I'm just excited that we're getting
Dude, O-rings.
Like I'm perfectly happy for his face to be, slightly lopsided.
Brand new O-rings.
Yeah, I still haven't actually opened any of these yet because I'm waiting to order cards from Beggar's Canyon so that I can recard them on an actual vintage-looking card. That's
Well, you got your tank, dude. Oh, that's
no,
Kitbash.
that's for later. That's all I got this week for my Thrill of the Hunt. I got some other stuff but it's just like accessories that I need for some custom stuff, so nobody cares about that.
Cool. All
Yeah.
right, Elgin.
Sweet. All
A
right.
pile of loot.
Yeah, exactly. So I picked up this Undertaker from the WWE Superstars line. I think it was at Walmart. I think it was our Walmart. It's either Otamo or Oskaloosa. I can't remember. One of the Walmarts. But looks pretty much like how he was in his original wrestling.
Old
with his little
school.
tie and his raincoat, black raincoat and black hat, and even the gloves,
Oh,
the gray
yeah.
gloves go up to like his forearms, and there's like paint over that
Wow.
up to it, a little bit on his forearms as well, and then into it, and he has different hand sculpts as well, and then the boots have the little coverings on them, I guess, as well. The kind of the
Spats kind of
yeah, yeah, exactly, and even when you take off his raincoat, which is kind
Go
of
slower.
like
Go slower.
a material, like a
Yeah,
not a
that's
soft
it.
goods, but like a actual
Oh.
raincoat material, like a rayon or something. His shoulders have like the torn, like what his torn shirt would be.
Yeah.
And then his little tie is like a hairband, basically,
nice.
but with like a polyester tie type of thing, and just like he can take off as well. And he has a little collar on his imprinted as well with like, so it's like one of those tuxedo shirts.
Nice.
But he has that as well, and has all the movement of like the origin figures, kind of the same, kind of basically the continuation of the WWE Eternia, but now just the Superstars
And
line.
he's got his cool Amish hat.
Yeah, and that's like a soft rubber. That's moldable. and
I
stuff,
just threw
so-
away a tie that looks exactly like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the striped black and gray
Yeah.
style tie with his mullet and everything, and looks. The head
Oh.
sculpt is great. Looks pretty much like him, and
There's so
that-
many more
that
paint
era.
apps than I would have thought would have been on one of these.
Yeah. Oh
little
yeah.
Figures.
They've done a great job so far with
Holy
these
cow!
figures to feel like to continue on
Yeah.
with the crossover line. I did a video on that on Wrestling Wednesday. It's, if you want to check it out, it's on our YouTube channel. Under play, I've created a new playlist for Wrestling Wednesday and tried to move all the wrestlers into that
Nice.
playlist as well. So it's all in one spot now. If you want to go to those and
So-
like and subscribe and do all that stuff. Yes.
I like that. Obviously, they had to make his hair that shape for the hat to fit
Yeah,
on
yeah.
and look good.
Yes.
But I just really appreciate that you take his hat off and he has very,
hat hair.
very, very distinguishable hat hair. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. The
But
mullet's great.
It's also
It's
not
all
bad.
good. Yeah,
It's
it works.
No,
with
it
it.
works
Yeah, it's
exactly.
bad, but
Yeah,
it's
it's
not.
awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what his hair looked like.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
'Cause he had hat hair.
That's really great. That's way more.
Yeah. And you can put it.
detailed
You
than
can
I
put the
thought.
hat down over his eyes like he was when he's walking up to it. No Paul Bearer yet figure, so maybe Kitbash one of those in there or
Oh.
something. Yeah, I don't know.
Hopefully,
with this
they'll-
little.
maybe you'll get like a Paul Bearer Orco or something.
Yeah, exactly.
There you-
Perfect.
Oh.
There you go. Repaint him
Same
with
character.
a pale face and everything.
Yeah.
It's like,
Heck yeah.
Either that or Ram Man. It'd be
Yeah,
about the right
yeah.
shape.
Oh,
Yeah,
that is
exactly.
the right shape. Yeah.
Yeah, you look.
bulbous.
Squatty.
Yeah, those squatty guy. Also, just did a video of this. It's on our Motu Monday page on the playlist on YouTube. It's Triclops from the CGI He-Man and the Master Universe that's on Netflix now. New season. Go check that out now. Probably the best season that's out so far. This Triclops has the similar vintage colors of that green and that black and the kind of grayish colors and stuff. But this figure, so in the show, the Triclops itself is actually just a cybernetic organism that has the visor and like a spine and tubing and it attaches to a host, and then that becomes whatever it wants. So on this one, this is just an Eternian guard that it clings onto and then becomes Triclops. In the new season, it's attached to a different person, and not to spoil anything, but it just moves around. It has cloaking ability and everything, but the visor does spin like on all Triclops.
Has to.
Obviously, yeah.
To do all three of his eyeballs, I guess.
His angry eye and his hairy eye and his stink eye, right?
Exactly, the evil eye, and but you can see kind of on the back of the little spine, kind of like Doc Ock, where it like clips onto your spine and like shoots those things into your brain and stuff. But kind of has the same movement of all the other CGI, where his waist moves and his goes forward and side to side. But it comes with that weapon as well, that spear.
It seems like, is it just me, or is it more detailed than that first wave, right? They are getting better.
And better each
Holy
wave.
crap, the molded details on that.
There's a lot of paint on that.
Yeah,
There's a lot
gosh dang.
I wish that it came off like
right.
It does on the show. The only thing that comes off is the tubing on his arms. He can pop that out, but by his forearms, he can unplug that basically.
I mean, if you try hard enough,
right?
Yeah, I tried
sharp enough.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then I got this trap jaw. This was from like wave 1 that Ethan bought originally, and then I finally bought one because Chad Foster from Grayskull Gifts gave me a good deal on it because it was on card at the last Cracktastic Plasticon. And then I did a video and gave him a shout out on it as well. So now I have that to add to it as well. And he shoots out this little pink
meteorite
thing. this rocket of pink
family show
goo.
I think that ship sailed already, Jay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not saying semen.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah. But he has kind of the classic colors of Trapjaw with this kind of purpley and pink and orange, whatever color is on his face. But it's the only thing I've said before in videos that his jaw doesn't move. Like his name's Trapjaw, and his jaw doesn't move, which is supposed to.
You're more worried about the arm than.
Yeah, but then that really doesn't. I mean, it kind of moves. It's
at least it's a big dumb jaw. But
yeah. And this is his version when he has the power. When he doesn't have any power, then he reverts back to Cronus, which is what was originally that character. It was Keldor and Cronus, the 2-pack from Origins that everybody wanted, and then it became way too
good weight to him too.
Yeah, a little top heavy.
You said this is trap jizz?
Yep,
okay.
You got it. Then I made my way over to Brandon's Toy Museum.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
Brandon.
Yeah. We had him on a guest.
Last episode.
So I went over there with my son Ethan and got a pen from him and his business card. And then toured the whole place, and Ethan was like trying on all the Iron Man stuff and like snapping his fingers and like trying to destroy everything.
Good. That's a dick move.
Yeah, I know. He just put it on. He was like, snap it, snap.
What are you doing?
It's not working. It's not working.
Yeah, exactly. And then he put on the Thanos one at the same time and was like doing both, like snap and then snap and
Yeah, we're all still
kids. Here. Yeah. So then afterwards. Yeah, it didn't work. Afterwards, he's like, "Hey, let's go to my garage. I have all these toys for you." So then he gave me all these loyal subjects.
Oh, lucky!
I think I have most of them. I need to recheck again, but I know I have Triclops because I know Josh.
Yeah, we've all bought you
bought one, and then I think Jason bought one.
Yeah,
so this is like my third Triclops. So this is what he would look like.
One for each eye.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
So from looking at the other CGI Triclops, this one is obviously more of a human with his fleshy human body and the green and the 3 eyes with the visor. And these do spin around as well, of course, because it's Triclops. It's supposed to. But kind of the very classic, with his sword and shoulder pads, green shoulder pads. But that's Triclops, and then so I got Triclops, and then Manny Faces. The Manny Faces spins around, just like he should. So his 3 faces of robot, monster, and man, and he's kind of that orange and purple and whatever else colors, gray. And then this is the Trapjaw. This is kind of what Trapjaw would have looked like, as opposed to the CGI, which they kind of redid with his
yeah.
reddish and
He
green
looks so
face
good.
and black arms and armor and stuff with his weapons on the back. He has his machine gun and his claw and his hook, and then a little eyelet on top of his head so you could put a rope through it and slide him down something. Then got a Stratos. He just dropped a weapon, I think. That's fine. Those plug into his arm. Different. You can pull that gun out and plug in the other ones. And then I got a Stratos. This is just a regular Stratos, not late night Stratos. So the regular is just the gray with the blue backpack, jetpack, but he's missing his winged arms with his red helmet and black house and stuff. So, but he does have his staff of Avion, I think that's what it's called.
It's super fun listening to Elgin describe the wrong colors.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm trying.
I'm
trying.
fine. I'm just kidding.
Then I got a Skeletor. He has an battle axe with him. But I think it's in the box there. But he does have his Havoc staff and his sword as well. And Skeletor's is classic purpley color, purple and blue.
So good.
And then a regular He-Man with his fleshy skin color and blonde hair and weapons. I think he just had the sword and power sword and shield with this one. I don't think he had the axe. I think he does come with an axe, but I didn't have it. And then Corey's favorite figure, Beastman, with his orange fur and red.
I like that Skeletor's jaw moves. Sorry.
Yeah, it does move a little bit on there with on his yellow face. And this is Corey's favorite figure, Beastman. These are all loyal subjects. They came out a few years back, and I don't know if they stopped making them. He does come with a whip. I think I do have the red Beastman, which is like the Lord of Power version of Beastman. This is the regular orange kind of filmation style Beastman as well.
It's cool.
Yeah, he comes with a whip. And then I started a starting lineup Sunday post to try to, because I had a bunch of those figures because I did a live kind of just a update on Instagram, and someone said, "Hey, do sports figures?" And I'm like, "Well, I only have these starting." Actually, I couldn't even think of what it was, and Jason's like, "Starting lineup," and I'm like, "Yes, those." And so I went over to the Corner Collectibles here in Ottumwa and found a bunch of other ones that I didn't have. I had to take pictures of it and then check what I had and then go back again because I couldn't remember. I was going to buy extras and I didn't want to do that. These are all made by Kenner. These are all vintage. These are 88, 89 starting lineup figures. They came with baseball cards and kind of an action pose. You can kind of move their arms and head a little bit, but it's mainly just an action pose.
Sports ball.
Yeah. This is Kurt Still. These are all Kansas City Royals because that's my favorite team. So this is Kurt Stillwell. He played
Send the hate mail.
Yeah, exactly. He played for the Royals for like 3 years. He was an all-star in 88. That was about it for his Wikipedia page. I remember watching him play because my uncle would take me down to games all the time when I was younger. But yeah, so he's in an action. But he was a shortstop, second baseman. So that's why he's in this action pose with his arm down, trying to field the ball. Of course, there's no ball in his mitt, so I'm guessing he missed it.
There's a reason he only played 3 years.
Yeah. He only played for 3 years in Kansas City, but he played for like other teams. He played for the Reds and Angels and I think Rangers.
It's interesting looking at this, like
Card
seeing,
back.
Yeah, looking at the card back, seeing like the teams that don't exist anymore and the ones that don't exist yet. Like Montreal Expos is there, and they're not a team. They're the Washington Nationals now,
true.
and
They are now.
there's no Rockies, there's no Diamondbacks, like all the
This is
expansion
pre-expansion,
teams. Yeah,
so
no
this-
Marlins, like all those teams that are.
Those came out in 94, I
Yeah,
believe.
it's
These
kinda,
are
it's
80s.
interesting seeing that.
And I'm
'cause-
guessing if the Brewers on here, they might be in the American League. Yep, they're in the American League.
yeah.
And right now they're in the National League.
Yeah,
So in 82, the Cardinals played the Brewers in the World Series, and it was National League, American League. And then later on, they got moved to the National League.
so they'll never play him in a World Series again.
Exactly. You can never have that matchup again.
Which is
Unless you
fine.
want a
Cardinals won.
division series. Yeah, they did win that series in 82. Also got a Dan
Spoody's like, it's a toy podcast, not a sports podcast.
Wake up! Sports ball. Also got Dan Quisenberry or
Oh,
Quiz.
I love Quiz.
He was a sidearm reliever. He was probably one of the best
I
relievers
used
for
to
the
try
Royals.
and pitch like him all the time.
He always did a kind of a very submarine style, a sidearm style. He was the Royal AIDS Relief Man, which was the award they give to the relievers for quite a few years. He was on the
going to the bathroom.
Yep. He was relieving games as a relief pitcher, coming and getting those saves when they had the lead. He is a 85 World Series champion, along with the rest of those 80s Royals. He actually, I think, died of a brain tumor a few years, to be downer on it. But he was one of the best relievers in those early 80s teams.
And then this incredibly yellow thing.
Yeah, and then I found this Danny Tartable
In the window.
And someone left out, and it's so baked in the sun. It's just
the
a
figure might not
yellow.
be, but the packaging
yeah.
sure is.
I'm guessing the figure probably is too underneath there. Like
We'll see how
this
white
color,
that
but-
his jersey is, because he has a white home jersey, although his baseball card shows the away jersey. Danny Tartable was an outfielder and played for them for like 5 years. Hit a lot of home runs and stuff. He was kind of like a Bo Jackson-esque outfielder.
He was good.
So is this stance
Mostly.
completely backwards for pitching? Shouldn't the glove be on the other hand and the
Yeah.
ball? And
yeah.
Yeah,
it
Yep.
looks really awkward.
That is backwards.
he's a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, but he's like winding up backwards.
He's
Like,
winding up
gonna-
like left-handed.
Do this and go.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, he's definitely backwards.
Where he pitches
You're-
real weird.
He does pitch really weird.
I mean, that's on the baseball card. That's his final way he's going to end his pitch.
But he's
It's
looking the wrong direction,
nearly
like he's
underhand.
checking second.
Yeah, but I mean, you can kind of move his head, I suppose. Anyway, yeah.
His
I mean,
head
these
is
are these are these are Kenner figures.
I mean,
That should tell you everything you need to know about the
You're
figures.
lucky you even
So
have-
zero articulation.
Pretty much, yeah. They're statues.
So you
But-
could totally put Luke Skywalker's head on that dude
Oh,
and
sure.
kit bash like a cosmic baseball game.
Yeah, heck yeah. You can put it on Stillwell's face. Kurtz. But yeah, Danny Tartable, he ended up getting traded to the Yankees on this big deal that was like, he was supposed to stay with the Royals and everything, but then they're like, oh, he was an all-star and everything, and like, I got traded away. Like every Royals.
I mean, the
happens.
Yankees buy everything.
Yeah.
So.
And this was like, early 90s, or mid-90s Yankees that were trying to go on that run of like,
Elgin didn't
4 or 5.
mention that the Royals was his favorite team,
it
so
is.
he
Yeah. That's why I have all these. And all the other ones I'm going to have on the series are Royals currently.
yay.
I did see like a big old bag of them that they had in there for like $10. So these are all like, I think this one was 10 and one was 8 and one was 4. So I was
Yeah.
like, I was
not
buying them
bad.
all.
So if there's any Cardinal ones down there next time you go, let me know.
There's a Vince Coleman one.
Is there?
Now
throw them
Vince
in the
Coleman did
trash.
play for the Royals
God.
later.
Toy podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, not
So
sports.
that would be my way. And I looked at the ones in that bag. I looked at him and like, okay, well he was different, but he also played for the Royals on this year, so I could,
It counts
it
for
kinda
your
counts.
collection.
Exactly. So, but yeah, once I get through all these, and then maybe I'll revisit that and be like, okay, I'll buy that maybe. But that's a ways down the line.
Yeah.
And
that's-
word on the street is starting lineups coming back too.
Yeah, these were made from 88 to 98, so there's kind of a wide range of figures. There's bigger ones too. They have like special. I have a couple of special edition ones that are like George Brett. That's like a Hall of Fame one from I think 98. It's like a slightly larger, but they're all pretty much the same. They have one pose and that's it, which is fine. They make for good toy photography, and that's all I care about right now. And I am going to open all these, even though they're vintage, because I don't really care.
I mean, G1 Transformers only have one pose. So
True.
That's true.
Sure. Anyway, that's all I have.
Nice.
Which is a lot of stuff, apparently.
No, that's all right. Spoodamus.
I got things.
Yay.
Yay, thanks.
You love things.
I got this guy.
Who's that?
This is a Scorponok Beast Wars reissue. That
Oh.
I don't even remember how much he was. He was
He was
clearance.
$42.
Originally,
Mm-hmm.
but clearanced.
15.
Heck yeah.
Oh, and he's big and beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, and he's
It's not a rattlesnake. It's
rattling.
a scorpion.
Scorpion.
Yeah, I should know.
And he is definitely worth $15.
Oh, yeah. What
Oh,
color?
yeah.
Not
And what color
42.
is he?
That was just
Josh?
stupid. Like gray and blue and red and
If you turn it, it kind of changes
kinda,
colors.
yeah.
He
What's
does
that called?
have a cool metallic
Corey?
Color shift.
No, it's got something that's not.
Well,
Prism?
some other way cooler
Color
name.
shift.
There's some cooler name
Whoa.
than that.
Oh, my eye.
Photo
Yep, he's really cool.
chromatic shift.
And then I got the
I don't think
the Legacy Blitzwing, who looks great in a couple of the modes, but
He's a triple changer,
the triple changer, the robot and tank mode are pretty good.
but they
the
sacrificed.
They've never gotten all three
Yeah.
good. At least the original one, like the turret comes off when it's in jet mode, so like, but like everything just kind of hangs underneath it, and it won't even sit flat. It's kind of bad. But he looks really cool. He looks pretty G1-y
Oh yeah,
in robot mode.
with those colors that are tan.
Tan and purple.
Okay.
and a little yellow and
The
a
yellow
little
head and some
red
silver.
visor. And he was always one of my favorite characters, and being a triple changer is great. And God, he looks amazing.
Looks cool.
He does have these stupid parts though. Like
Yeah.
the extra hand
It's
things.
confusing.
Which kind of turn into like some extra turrets in the
Maybe it's for something cool you don't know about yet.
I was clapping with them earlier. That's
I
pretty
mean,
cool.
unless
funny.
they make him part of a combiner,
Right. What else?
which I
Or it's a
would be
build of
weird.
I don't
'Cause-
know.
Yeah,
It's weird.
They haven't said anything about it,
Nope.
no.
but they just added those parts
And then
That
these
don't-
go on.
that don't go anywhere.
The jet mode is like
And
thrusters.
It's never been part of this
and
figure.
it's-
ever.
Yeah.
Really?
Fixed it for you. It goes in that hole instead.
Oh yeah. And then the holes in his hands, like one's really loose, but then the big hand parts don't fit into the.
Oh,
It's
such a bummer because literally
considering
hours
he's $50.
hours before Turnip messaged me, he's like, "It's a mini masterpiece. This thing's brilliant."
Oh, he took me 45 minutes to transform.
It looks like a
um,
big boy.
and he looks good for the most part, but he's gonna go on the shelf in the robot mode, so that looks great. What do you?
He's practicing.
Oh, he's
his-
waving.
Mhm.
And so I haven't taken out of the box. Probably won't. I got the Legacy Velocitron Speedia 500 collection, Universe Scourge, which is
Scourge, man.
the what they should have done in the first place with the Laser Optimus Prime kind of redo that was earlier in Legacy.
Yeah, but if they hadn't done that, in the first place, then they wouldn't have sold a whole shit ton of the other one, and now a whole
Yeah.
shit ton of this one. So
Yeah.
Well, hasn't been a lot of laser Optimuses
No,
since G2,
and that was cool. And it wasn't a
Optimi-
repaint of the same mold. It was like a new mold. I like how it transforms. The trailer is kind of meh, but
but these colors are fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna get them too. I haven't got them yet, and I'll definitely be opening mine. But that fucking hot pink and turquoise, the Scourge character is amazing from the 2001 RID series, and his figure is amazing. Oh, it's just the Nemesis Prime-ish character is just so great.
yeah,
Plus,
Which
he's got
is-
the boombox shoulders.
yeah.
guys.
Always handy.
Which I have right next
Awesome.
to you. Is
Oh
the
yeah, there he
That's
is.
the
Robots
original
Guy's Scourge. Yeah.
But
So
yay,
is
glad
it
you got
the
him.
same toy,
No.
same mold?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh,
No.
okay, cool.
He's a lot smaller than
Oh,
the,
right on.
the original.
Okay.
Not much, but a bit. And his trailer, the new trailer, is not nearly as good.
No, but
But-
based on that character.
But yeah, looks kind of. And then I got a not Transformer, but kind of.
What? But he was. He will be.
He,
Is it a go?
but then looking at him, he's not like it at all.
yeah.
So this is a
Converter.
converter, Insector. So there is one. So it looks like Barrage from the Deluxe Insecticons,
Little green beetle we had a few
Yeah.
episodes ago.
who is somewhere up there. I probably should have grabbed him first.
I probably knocked him
problem.
on the floor.
That's true.
I hope not. And so there's another one that looks like Ransack, which is the grasshopper from the Deluxe Insecticons.
Yeah,
But
this-
it's not quite the same either, and this predates both of them.
yeah, there's a lot of similarities, but it's different.
Do you know
Yeah, he
what year?
transforms differently.
Do you know what year it is?
Been
Let me-
before '84.
So it's a GoBot.
No.
So it was
Still no.
1984.
Yeah.
So is this dude's really
So
old,
the
huh?
Deluxe Insecticons came out in
Nice.
86? 85.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of similarities. He's only
lot.
he's missing like one part. He's missing one of his legs, but
he
which
like-
actually like come off.
Is he like a scarab beetle? Like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of thingy. Get it back on there.
Oh, yeah. He feels brittle.
Yeah, which so do the like,
It's
like
very-
the same plastic.
It's very light as well.
Very light. Yes.
So then I got also
Hey.
these little mini spies.
Mini Spies
So-
G1.
I'll just. They originally it looks like they are like the wind up because it looks like they have the mechanism. None of those work. I'll tell you that now.
Boo.
And they're kind of pretty fragile.
And there's a bunch of them.
So I think there's 3 different kinds. So there's Autobot and Decepticon versions of each color, and then there's 2 different colors of each one. So there's a bunch.
So are you gonna paint these?
No.
I mean, they're just a blank canvas right now.
Yeah. And so they were just like solid colors. There's a yellow and a blue and a white.
And they transform,
Yes, they do transform.
but it's not good to transform
So-
because it's old.
So so the arms pull straight out, and like that's the part that's
Scary. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can flip the legs over.
Oh
and
yeah, they
look
do
at
have a
them.
mechanism there. It looks like.
Yeah.
Zzz.
And I got all 3 for like $30 or something. Usually they're it was like 26 or something like that. Usually they're at least $15 a
Yeah,
piece.
they're more than they should be.
They were
But
I think were they mail aways?
I don't know that.
I feel like they are.
Leave comments if you.
Yeah. They were pretty rare. They're not really part
They're
of
not
the line.
abundant, yeah.
I've seen a couple.
Sorry.
Are you okay?
No, I'm
So the
fine.
mechanism on this one does work. The wheels are just getting caught on the plastic.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah.
Well, you can just like cut that away, right?
Yeah, I don't even want to put this back where it goes.
Yeah.
I like this one because it looks like
Your Jeep.
was it Magilla Gorilla drove this thing in the wacky races?
Yeah,
or-
Yeah,
I
it
think so.
does. It does.
He's like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
just little white things,
Speed
little
buggy.
baby toys.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
It's
then this
dude like a
this
dune
is
buggy.
this is White Hound.
Kind of.
And so this one has the rub symbol, but the other ones don't. So
Just gotta do it hard enough, I guess.
That's cool, Spooks.
Just gotta pull on it hard enough.
Yeah.
Is that it?
You
That's
pull on
all
it
I
hard
got.
enough, it'll shoot
All right.
forward.
Shoots
Well,
straight
I
up.
got some things too. I got a couple of the Velocitron Speedia 500. These are, I couldn't wait. I needed to wait, but I couldn't because these are, I got 2 of them and they're both based on Diaclone versions. We got Clamped Down. He's basically that Sideswipe mold, but he's got the white.
He's cool.
He's a police car. He's just
So
great.
that's the Red Alert version.
The
Yeah.
Red Alert
Sidewipe
original
and Red Alert
Diaclone version of Red Alert.
and, what was the
Yep.
blue guy called?
Bluey.
He's so cool.
What's the blue one called? Damn it. Deep Cover.
Deep
That's what I was
Cover.
trying to
Oh,
think of.
Which is not one of them.
And then this is
No,
Burnout.
but it's the same
He's
mold.
a black-ish version of Skids, the original color of Skids. Black. He's got red feet. He's got great fun. Paint apps.
Yeah, I've been looking hard at those because that's such a cool, like, overall, that robot and his vehicle mode are both super cool, super, like,
With
80s.
his doors open like
Oh,
that. That's cool.
That's one of my favorite things about Transformers visually is
Yeah.
the fucking door wings.
I know.
That's
It's
cool.
such a cool thing.
Especially
Yeah.
when they're translucent like that. You can.
Oh, I
They
know.
should have gave this guy a new head that looked more like Prowl.
That would have been.
This one does have a.
You could always find a
Spooty and I used to work
in.
in plastics factories,
Mhm.
and there's a defect in this window. I forgot what they call it, but there's a little speck of bad. But anyway, he's got a different.
speck of
That's a-
bad.
that's a technical
I think
term.
that's what they call it, actually. Yeah,
Yep.
there's a
Mhm.
speck of bad.
But he's got a
Technical term.
different head sculpt than Skids does, so he's got this kind of mask thing. It's pretty cool with his energon weapons. And then I'm really trying to not complete, but complete trying to really. I love the 2001 RID line a lot, and I've really been trying to get some of them. And
That means robots in disguise
yes,
That's just paint.
for all you people.
There's just a little paint on the back of that.
well
The
then
plastic.
scrape it off. But I
No.
thought it was in the plastic.
No, it's on the back.
So the 2001 RID line, love it. Trying to fill in those gaps. Just got lucky on Macari, and this set of these normally go for $35-40, and I think I got them for like 15. I'm like,
Nice.
yes, buy now.
Each or total?
Total.
Wow.
But I mean, they're 35 or 40 a piece, or for that set?
For the set.
Okay.
Mhm.
Still, that's a good deal.
Half, yeah.
And they're both, yeah, they come in 2-packs. There's a few 2-packs that come in that line, and I love the colors of, this is Tow Line, and then this is Skyfire, and they're both based on Machine Wars figures. So they were repainted Machine Wars toys, which had a kind of like a. No, we'll pick it all up now, Spooty. It's fine. They have like a one-step-ish feature. It's just like you got a couple of those.
That's a little bigger, isn't it?
Well, I'll let you know when it gets back to you. But this is a really cool jet, cool colors. I love all the jets, all the Seekers, really cool. But this Tow Line, these colors are awesome. It's like a turquoise and a lime green. It's dumb.
It's Dreadnought colors or
And that
Mystery
orange.
Machine.
Yeah,
It's very Mystery Machine.
It's got some metallic.
Little
stuff.
silver. Yep, he's got shiny. Yeah, his
Some
front
metal
grill
vac
becomes his
type
gun.
stuff.
But yeah, these Machine Wars based figures are kind of like a one step. You can kind of see them kind of all start to go at once.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really neat. When he was in truck mode first, and when I just couldn't get that loose, and I was like, I don't know what that's gonna break, and I finally it gave way and it transformed okay. But
And it went. Right.
God, I love those colors, man. It's so cool.
It does look a lot like these are very similar to the colors that they used in all the the Dreadnought vehicles too. Like
Oh, that's
the
cool.
Motorcycle and Jeeps and
Did somebody say Mystery
shit.
Machine? Yeah.
But it's definitely very
Yeah.
Mystery Machine.
And I keep forgetting to mention it on those Velocitron Speedia 500 figures, that Walmart line. The thing I'm loving about it a lot is, I think we mentioned it before, but they come packaged in their alt modes. So when you see them on the shelf and on the box, they're in the vehicle mode like they used to be back in the day. So there's that imagination of, what does this car turn into?
Sure.
And like it really...
Yeah. And then you turn it over and the picture of the robots on the back.
Sure,
when
but
it's on the shelf.
But when you have to do it your first time, like, I don't
Yeah.
know, Spooty, do you prefer going one way versus the other? Your first
or do
time,
you just go both ways.
your first time transforming a toy, do you wish it started in alt mode, went to a robot, or robot to alt mode? Do you have a preference? Have you thought about it? Clearly not from the faces you're making. I don't know. I just always thought, we haven't had it for so many years.
Stop! You're hurting him.
I know, but
Too many innuendos.
I think I really
For his
like starting with the alt mode and then
I
having
do,
that
but it
imagination.
doesn't really matter.
I find it even more challenging too, just like, because like we all know what vehicles pretty much are, even if they're spacey design ones or jets or something we don't really know. We have ideas, but like, how's this? But robots are all kind of, I don't know. I like it. I'm really excited that they're releasing a line with them packaged in their alt mode. It seems really cool.
So I do have to say that version of the tow truck is like 100 times better than the originals. It's like
Plastic feels better.
It's about the same.
Yeah.
So there is no paint apps on this except for
Zero.
the grill.
Yeah, I prefer that grill better than the other.
Yeah.
Whatever this one was.
I mean, the other one's
Tow
chrome.
line.
Tow line one with that
I can't remember what
metal
his name is,
vacuum
but-
kind of chrome on it.
Mhm,
But
mhm.
like, so they just filled in where the light piping is for the eyes. It's just a solid plastic.
Oh yeah, and then the
on
light
this.
piping for the eyes. Look at that, guys.
That's cool.
Ah.
That looks awesome.
He's evil.
Y'all can't see this on
Oh,
the
I know,
video
sorry.
The
or,
windshield
Yeah.
solid.
or on the
But
audio.
it
but
shines
Light
through.
piping's just a cool
Yeah.
thing that they don't ever have to do, but man, I love it when they do.
You could put little LEDs in there and like turn.
Mhm. Well, all right, guys, let's get to it. Let's talk about some kit bashing. I'll have to say I was kind of inspired from you guys lately. You've been seeming to do a lot of it. Half of Elgin's posts lately are like, let's stick the head of this on this.
Yeah,
You know,
pretty much.
Is
our,
that what we're doing? I thought we were talking shit about Kit from Knight Rider.
if you want to, I'm not gonna.
No, I don't want to.
Okay.
I like him.
Even our most recent, I mean, it won't be by this time this comes out, but the caption contest right now is He-Man on a guy in a suit selling a car. I'm like, what is happening? I think the last few have had.
Yeah. That's
So-
a good one.
All mix-ups.
It is. I know there isn't a lot in Transformers necessarily. There are some, but I wanted you guys to definitely lead this, and I
There's
know you do a crap
definitely,
ton.
yeah. Oh, there's
Corey.
there's definitely more opportunity to do it with the newer Transformers stuff because of all the ball joint stuff where you can pop things off of other
Way
things.
easier, yep.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
just repainting.
I should have brought some that Ren has cobbled together. I just didn't even think about it. But yeah, his Transformers are all stuck all over each other.
Yeah.
He's actually been going through his stuff lately and like putting everything back to where it's
Good.
supposed to be and like,
Right.
finding all the pieces and completing
luck.
his stuff. Yeah.
exactly.
I mean, I do it a lot. I brought
What
this-
motivates you mostly to do it? Is it to create things that
yeah.
haven't been made yet that you
yeah,
know exist
and
in the
create
line?
things that, like, for me,
Just do your own
create things
thing.
that I'm never going to be able to afford, like any of the Night Force stuff. I'm just never
Yeah.
going to bother buying it because it's so expensive. But there are several figures, you know, like Low Light and figures like that like their uniforms are already dark gray, and so like this figure is Low Light's torso and arms, and then Dial Tone's legs. His boots and knee pads would have been green originally. I painted those. And then Frostbite's head with red goggles like Low Light has. So I basically just made like a Low Light team of like for Night Force stuff. And then the vehicles, you know, this is just a standard vamp that I painted and then stuck Snowcat missile box and missiles on. But yeah, I mean, I do it because it's fun. It's fun to army build stuff like that. Like that's why I have the see a frostbite, buy a frostbite habit.
Yep.
Like because now I have like a whole winter team with all these different heads, and so like it's all the characters from the series, but they're in winter gear because they might need to play in the snow sometime. I mean, for me, it's mostly that. And a lot of it is like. I just have crap laying around that I'm never gonna do anything with, and so I find stuff, and I mean, like I've got several figures that are G.I. Joe and Lanyard stuff stuck together, and
Sure.
and the Lanyard head sculpts and torsos I don't like. They're kind of like diamond, well, like angular. I don't know. They're really wide shoulders, and I don't know. They're weird looking. They're I don't know. They're not as realistic looking as the G.I. Joes. This is a Cobra Commander that I put together with version 1 head, version 2 torso, and then arms and legs and waist from I don't know, sometime in the early 2000s.
And why'd you do it that way?
Because I had the parts laying around.
And you're not making a version that exists.
No, I'm not
You're just
making
creating a new.
No, I had the stuff,
crazy
and I was like, I
commander.
wonder what this would look like, and so I put all this crap together. Yeah. So, and I mean, I've brought all this stuff before, but specifically for Kitbashing, I didn't bring a whole lot of stuff with me because I already had a whole lot of stuff that I was bringing down. But, so yeah, that's my Kitbash Cobra Commander.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've got a lot of stuff that I've kind of, and I mean, then there's like other custom stuff that will be kind of kit bashed. Like I'm working on a trailer for my APC. I cut an old APC apart and I'm building it into like a trailer, and then it'll have like gun turrets, rocket turrets, whatever mounted on it, and I think it'll be pretty cool. But yeah, I do it because it's fun, because it's nice to just like hang out and.
I promise I'm going to go buy some
Yeah.
paint this weekend. I'm sick of not painting toys.
Yeah.
I'm sick of not customizing
Yeah.
toys. I've been holding on to some that I've been meaning to paint and turn into some characters that don't exist. I'm really
you can buy like
stoked
a little
about it.
airbrush thing that you like just blow in with your mouth and like put the paint in a little bit of thinner, and then it just like so it
That's
goes
weird.
on.
But sounds
So you don't
cool.
get you don't get like the paintbrush streaks and stuff with it. And
Is that what you do?
no, I use paint markers like paint pens.
Oh yeah.
I had like Sharpie paint pens, and there's another brand.
He
that
just
I,
fucks his shit up.
Yeah, I can't remember the other brand. There's another brand that I use, and I cannot remember what it is.
And is that what you run under the hot water?
No, that's spray paint.
Just the spray
Like you
paint
did
stuff?
on
Yeah,
his
with this,
Night
yeah,
Force
my
vamp.
Night Force vamp thing. Yeah, I
Did it.
run my spray paint under hot water to thin it out so that it lays down
Oh,
better,
there's
a
just
lot smoother.
A little sparkle in that gray, and it's badass.
yeah,
It's
there's
really
Yeah,
badass.
there's some metal flake in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need pictures of this shit on our shit, Corey. Show this off already. Quit
yeah.
not taking
It's in the
pictures of your
videos.
cool
it's in
stuff.
some videos that I have on
guess.
our
They
YouTube
They gotta be
channel.
separate posts. Though.
Yeah.
I know. All right. I'll start doing that.
Okay.
I'm in my house. My house is completely wrecked right now. We're like doing everything, and I have
That's a lot of things.
3 living rooms worth of furniture in my house right now that needs to all go away, and it's slowly being parsed out. But yeah, it's anyway. Elgin.
I don't
I
know.
was just
Is he
looking
doing it?
back through our Instagram
Oh.
because all of my stuff, kitbashing stuff, is on Instagram of pictures. So I was trying to pull up what that wasn't kind of remind myself of. So all my stuff is motivated from is in the toy photography view of it. Like I'll see something, especially if it's on clearance, a figure, and I'll look at it like, well, how can I bring this figure that might be from a different toy line into Masters of the Universe and change it. Usually it's just by taking off heads and
a lot of head swapping.
and swapping that out.
and kind of motivated by comedy.
But
Yeah.
those are all the Motu
But-
stuff is all ball joint now too, right?
Yes,
But one of
yeah,
the
all the
first ones
Masterverse stuff, because a lot of it's Masterverse because it's all ball joint and they kind of fit on to figure because Masterverse is a taller. It's
Is
a
the
6-inch.
Origins line ball joint now?
It
or
is.
No?
It is. Yeah.
Okay.
So those will fit on as well.
Yeah, one of your first ones though was from
Yeah. I
that
pulled
movie.
it up. Yeah, so the Eternals Ajax,
Uh-huh.
I was in Walmart and saw that, and I messaged you guys. It was like $3 for this figure. I'm like, I should just get it and
The body
do
of this
something. And
looks
that was kind of the very first
Yeah.
kit bash thing I did, and I ended up, I wanted because the coloring of it was like this purple and gold. Her outfit, Salma Hayek's
Mhm.
outfit. I was like, well, they made the Evelyn second head sculpt.
Oh yeah.
Was with
yeah.
her
Yeah.
white long hair, and in the show she gets the power and becomes like this god figure. And they hadn't at the time hadn't made the figure. I think they are going to eventually make that one, but so I wanted to make that, and here's kind of a picture of what this looks like.
It looked really good.
It's basically her holding the sword up and kind of getting the power
really-
of what
Oh
that
yeah,
sword
I
is
remember
again.
that.
Yeah.
You had to do a little manipulating, right?
Yeah, so I took off the head, but I had to like sand the ball joint on because it was a little
Wasn't quite.
mismatched on it, and so I ended up just basically kind of shaping that, and then able to put it on there. And I think I may have changed out the hands as well, and then added He-Man's sword, and then I added the stuff and posed it in front of Castle Grayskull and everything. Yes.
Yeah,
I have a
that
question.
looks super cool.
So, did you put it all back, or do you just have a headless Eternals figure in a tub somewhere?
I think I do. I think I still have a headless Eternal somewhere.
Or do you just put all the parts
I
in
have
its own little...
so I have a parts container,
Nice.
for weapons and head sculpts, because a lot of the Masterverse stuff has extra head sculpts.
Oh, yeah.
So I have a sort of kind of like a bait tackle box type thing, so I can kind of just have that and pull parts out from that. The other one, like you said, is on our caption contest. It's of He-Man as a car salesman, basically the suit and everything that he's wearing. So this is the original Masterverse He-Man head, and it's on top of Corbin something. It's one of
I
the
feel like
wrestlers,
you
Corbin
signed
Dallas,
up for that
multi-pass.
review thing just so you could get this figure.
I'm on the play review rate thing on Mattel's, and it came up as a figure to review that they would send me, and I was looking through it, and this was the only one that was like, oh, I can probably use that for something. So that's the one I picked. So it's basically him. You guys have seen that, but
it's
yeah,
great.
it's whatever that wrestler's name is, Corbin Dallas
Dallas
Burnson.
multi-pass. name is. Let me go back to so another one, and then on Amazon Prime Day, I saw a Drew McIntyre with a motorcycle. So I'm like, I could, I did that other wrestler, so I'm like, I knew it kind of fit. But a lot of the heads on these wrestlers do not come off as easily as the Masterverse stuff, so I have to boil all of them. Oof. So I'm like dunking their heads in boiling water, and I'm spinning it around until I can like pop off of their heads. And those I haven't put back on because I have to reboil them to put it back on to soften it up enough to so I haven't done that. So there's two headless wrestlers in my pile of toys. But this is Drew. It's Drew McIntyre's body. This is Savage He-Man's head from the Masterverse line. So he has the longer hair, like a biker. And then I also put on Stone Cold Steve Austin's leather jacket, the bionic one that he had. There's two Stone Colds. This one looked better because it said bionic and looked like a leather jacket and everything looked better anyway. And I thought I was going to have it as like, I thought about at one point like putting on the back of his leather jacket like Sons of Eternia or something like that.
Oh,
as
yes!
As his MC.
Oh,
dang. And so because I put, nobody answered because I wrote, who wants to join Savage He-Man's MC, and nobody likes to really said anything. But yeah, that's kind of Drew McIntyre. It was already kind of that dark and everything.
I love it.
And black, and it came with that motorcycle, which was the Slam Cycle, I guess. You can tear it apart and everything, and there's a black one that Undertaker has, I think. But this one was on sale at Amazon. I am working on, my next project is going to be that paint of the land shark.
Oh yeah, I remember
that I got from
that.
Chad Foster, and I want to paint it like the war whale from the 2000X line, so it'd be like a light blue with silver and everything. So that's the next.
A way to take an old toy, put it in a new
broken vintage toy, and make it another style of vintage toy.
Yeah.
But I saw a guy on YouTube. I have to look it up real quick. But he did one, and he was trying to sell it for like $100. But he used the Origins land shark that he probably got on sale, and then repainted that one, which is a bigger one. But I chatted this parts thing of this vintage one, and I had like an extra head, so it worked out and everything. So I just need to repaint that one and do that. So.
Oh man, Origins has to be perfect because
They're
arms and limbs all come off. You really can Tetrasize any configuration. You can create new characters all day.
Yeah, their arms come off, their torso comes off, and their shins, I think, come off too, and hands come off, and head.
The Legos.
And then,
wait, the torso separates from the waist?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Because there's no action. There's no like.
It's not sprung.
Vintage. Yes, there's no spring action in it, so you can just pop off the legs and torso. So you have basically a bare torso. Then I could use all of the Master WWE Eternia line. So I have all those figures with accessories, and I could just
be modulocking for days.
Since He-Man's only clothing is his like
harness,
his like
suspenders,
his like
loincloth,
loin, his loincloth thing. He has like a whole new wardrobe now.
Yeah, basically. He could be matched with pretty much anything on there.
Damn.
So I haven't gotten into the original stuff. I've used the Masterverse stuff. It's I don't know. It just looks more realistic.
Yeah.
Then the origin stuff is very cartoony, I guess.
Yeah.
And the Masterverse stuff works so much better with using Marvel figures and using wrestlers like their WWE style wrestlers and everything. So that's kind of where I've been going so far. But like I said, it's all really for content and for toy photography and like trying to get a shot out of this new thing and how can I pose that and what will it look like and there's for comedy effect as well. But there's it's kind of entertainment for myself, but like also like taking the picture of it is part of the process as well. So,
Spooty, you done any of that kit bashing?
I mean, I'm working on a thing, but
I didn't bring it down, but
it's top secret.
Oh yeah, it's top secret, and it's pretty cool. Have you done anything else?
Not really.
All I could really think of for Transformers that I know we've done, and it's inherent to the way they're built, but the Scramble City bots, the original G1s, combiners, they all have the square little head, and they all interchange on all the different ones, so you can
put the Aerialbot's legs on Menassor's arms, and like, so all the arms and legs connect the exact same way in the G1 toys, good guys and bad guys. So you could create a story. You're doing your own fanfic and you're playing toys. You can like, oh, these guys joined the bad guys, and that's all I could really think of.
Yeah.
Really, other than just straight repainting.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much more than it used to be. We're getting all the characters. Like, until just this year, people were repainting all day long that Sideswipe or Red Alert into Clamp Down and stuff like that, creating these old characters that we don't have toy versions of.
My favorite one that I saw was the DCS Army drone that someone painted into the Mystery Machine.
It looks awesome.
It looks freaking awesome.
It really does. I wished I'd bought 2 of those just to try it. But, yeah.
I probably have a couple still
You
in the
probably
box in
do.
my basement.
With all my stuff, I kind of have to wait till clearance because it's
Yeah.
all the figures that match up with Mochi stuff is expensive. And it's, it's probably easy to find some parts for Joe's and kind of.
I mean,
Mix and
people sell
match
parts lots on eBay all the time. Like, here's 2 pounds. Like, that's how they're selling it by weight now. Like, here's 2 pounds of parts and accessories for $50 or whatever.
Sure.
And like people do that all the time, and there's a huge market for it.
Yeah, and right now we're going through a wave of serious clearance action at Walmart's, and I know I look with that extra, like, I wonder what I could do with this. Not just like, give me this cheap toy, but like, but then what?
I almost picked up. There was a Vulture from the Spider-Man series, and I almost picked him up to put like Stratos' head on him.
Oh yeah,
because he has wings already, and he has it could be like, he's going on a mission at night or something because it's kind of dark. And he's got the jacket and everything, but.
Yeah,
I didn't because it was like $9, and I'm like, I still don't really want to pay that much for something. Literally something I'm gonna like take apart to take a picture of, and then probably throw it in like the
parts bin.
Put it back in the packaging and return it.
Yes, there is that. That happens.
And with all the the G1 Transformers, like, it's just trying to like get them as close to original. Like, most people don't kit bash with them.
But I know we'd all really love to see the kit bashing that you guys have done. So on this episode post, just, share those pictures. We'd love to see them all. It's great. And there's tons of it on Twitter and Instagram. It's great just seeing everybody's ideas and seeing how their brain works. And just there's always something of like, I did not think of that. That is awesome. I want to try it.
Yeah.
But so let's take a quick break, and we're going to tell you all about our podcast network.
You're listening to the Prescribed Films Podcast Network, home to hundreds of hours of free podcast entertainment. The shows on this network all have a common goal, providing you with the best discussions about movies and other forms of entertainment media. The PFPN hopes to fill your earholes with audio joy. Visit our website with links to all the other amazing shows at www.thepfpn.com. Thanks for listening.
And here comes Elgin driving down the street, taking us on a store tour. Shut up, Corey.
All right. We gassed up the van. It cost an arm and a leg, so we're finally getting out of the store. It's called 1313 Mockingbird Lane, Toys and Collectibles. That's not the actual address. That's the name of the store, because the actual address is 1027 Massachusetts Street in Larrytown, Kansas. Or
not confusing at all.
Yeah, not confusing at all.
Did you say Massachusetts Street?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's even, so it's in Lawrence, Kansas, but the street is Massachusetts, and the name of the store is also a street, but it's in reference to the Munsters' address in their house, which is 1313 Mockingbird Lane. Looks like it has a lot of like horror-based items. Has some, according to their webpage, I looked at it, has some Joe's, Motu, and Transformers, but they do say that the in-store is different than the online store. So it might have better different stuff.
And I've seen these guys at a lot of horror conventions too. They always have a merch table
The
there.
Midwest.
Yep.
And,
Or no, at like Crypticon in Kansas
okay.
City.
Oh, yeah, that'd be closer, I guess.
Always see them down there. They always have cool stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, it looks like if we ever make it to, we were supposed to at one point going
it's
to
right down there.
Yeah, but we ended up going to Kansas City instead.
Yeah.
Because nothing panned out in Lawrence or
We'll hit it.
Larrytown, as it's also called by the people that go to college there. Question mark.
College.
Called what town?
Larrytown.
Larrytown.
Lawrence.
Okay.
Yeah, Lawrence,
Get it.
Kansas. That's the store's called 1313 Mockingbird Lane Toys and Collectibles at 1027 Massachusetts Street, Lawrence, Kansas.
All right, let's get over to Corey with some talking toys.
I just want to address the
Yes, go ahead.
the Elgin's theme song that Jason sang.
I just wrote that, guys. I don't
It
know
was
if you
really
figured that out.
it was really good. It was almost a third as good as if you'd just sang Wheels on the Bus,
Right.
but turned it to Van instead.
Thanks for the ideas,
Yeah.
pal.
So next time,
It made Corey speechless.
It did.
Yeah.
It never happens.
no,
Well,
I was
me telling
gonna
him to
say
shut up and hitting the
something, but
button
I
before-
didn't get a chance.
I get to control the button.
Tad good.
What was the question?
The question was,
Yo,
kitbashing. Do you do it?
do you?
Do you love it?
Huh?
What are your thoughts about kitbashing? We'll read your comments on the show. We want to hear from you.
And Tad.
Yeah, Tad
Such a
says,
Tad.
Tad's it up.
Yep, Tad says, "Hey guys,
Hey.
I was really thinking a lot about this question,
That is
and
not what he's...
I just can't really think of anything intelligent to say. So instead, I'm going to pick my nose and choke on it." No
You
way,
wrote all that? Huh. Funny.
because the booger is
Oh, yeah.
like you can pick your nose
You-
far enough to
too
gag
hard.
yourself, right? Is that just me?
That is just you,
Okay.
pal.
Tad says no. Brian
Short and
Clark
sweet.
says, I tried to build a kit once and got so fed up I bashed it with a hammer. Does that
Oh,
count?
he's so funny.
No, he's not.
Okay.
Nobody likes him.
You
We-
guys are
know
best
what?
friends
We
now.
are. We're Facebook official. Did you know?
I did
I am
see it. It's so
officially
weird and awesome.
In a Facebook relationship with Brian Clark.
I'm so happy for you, too.
He's holding one of my G.I. Joes hostage. he slid into my DMs the other day and he's like, hey,
Hey, girl,
Hey, girl.
$20 to $30
for a good time.
each.
Ooh.
He sent me a picture of a bunch of Joes that he found at a
Slot
flea market or antique store, antique mall type place. And he's like, "Hey, $20, $30 a piece. You want me to get any of these for you?" And I looked at it. I looked through the lot. I was like, "Offer him $250 for the whole lot." And like he said, no. Like, all right, well, just get that Storm Shadow for me then. So he's got a Storm Shadow for me. He asked me, he's like, "You want me to just put this in the mail?" I was like, "No, I don't want you to have my fucking address."
Too dangerous.
He's like, "Oh, I was going to put it in an old sock and wrap it in grocery bags." And
All the things
he's
you
like,
love.
I'll just give it to Jason in October when I see him, which I'm assuming
You'll
that'll
be there
it.
too,
Yeah.
You guys can meet
Anyway,
and make out for the first time. And
yeah, I can't wait to
make it really official.
Yeah, I want to tongue punch him in the fart box. It's not true. And then on the Instagrams, I had it up, and now
It was
it's
right
just gone.
there.
It was right there, and then it just disappeared. But we had some. Nope, that's Twitter, and there's nothing there. We had some. I'm sorry, I'm waffling. This
Just
is really
talking about
unprofessional.
Brian gets him all
I
hot
know.
and bothered.
Want some
He's
butter,
flustered.
butter and syrup.
It's got me super flustered. butter and some butter and brine syrup. It's hot. I'm almost there. I'm clicking on the picture now. I'm clicking on the comments now, and I'm reading them. And one of them is from Justin Beam, and he says, "The term kit bashing is new to me. But I looked it up and realized my son has been a kit basher all his life. I've always loved how he repurposes and combines things. To hell with sticking directly to the instructions. Because men don't do that.
Yeah,
Right.
the instructions.
I mean, I do, but it's only because I don't have the mind of a child.
This whole time, Julian's a kit basher.
Yeah, I'm not as
awesome.
smart as him. And then, let's see. We got Skelevator says kit bashing is a life goal of mine someday. Elgin had some thoughts on this.
He's full of crap.
I think he does it all the time. Like
Yeah,
he custom builds like tons of stuff. Like snake, he made a giant snake.
what
mount.
he does.
That's kind of what his entire YouTube channel is. Just
Yeah,
building
so
stuff.
Skelevator's full of
Funny way.
skele
Yeah.
shit. Let's see. Carnivius, he says, how come Cobra Commander has a metal mask that has no face
It's a good question.
at all,
Yeah.
but Destro has a metal mask, has a face that what? But Destro has a metal mask, has a face that somehow emotes like it's his actual face, ? That's a really great question, Carnivius. Over on Twitter, there's nothing that I can see. You guys,
There's still more.
Yeah, there's more.
there's more because
From our patrons.
Yeah. There is
Our lovely, awesome, amazing patrons.
we got to go
Exclusive at
over to
patreon.com.
the exclusive Patreon chat that you guys aren't part of, but
You could be for only
Unless they are.
$5 a
$5.
month.
yeah, Turnip says that depends on how broad you define it. Years ago, I played Warhammer 40K and used their vehicle creator rules to kitbash Gundam models and game units into Optimus Prime and Megatron.
Is that the first time you ever said that word?
Gundam? I don't know how to say it. I don't.
It's clear that you know.
What
It's
is
awesome.
it? What is it?
Keep going.
Guts. All right. So, okay. Creators to kitbash goddamn models and games into Optimus Prime and Megatron.
That's awesome.
More recently, I used existing bits and pieces to build out my Ghostbusters Proton Pack, which is fucking awesome.
really is.
His Proton Pack is so much better than HasLab one, I think. I don't remember, but
It
it's
is.
fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
it's pretty good.
Like, it's really good. Including cake pans, PVC pipes, and bits from old electronics. As far as modern toys go, I tend to limit my modifications to painting wheel rims and stuff like that. Tony says... Tony the Tiger.
That's not what he says.
Oh, he didn't? Oh.
I've got a Pokemon kit I never put together. It was way too difficult for the 7 Plus on the box.
Sounds about
So,
right. Sounds about right.
That's pretty good for a Tony
yeah.
comment.
Yeah, it is. He probably was. I mean, he's probably eaten the flaps off of the box at this point. But so then I'm also like I was looking at that, thinking about this earlier, and I was like, oh, I'm in the giving spirit. So, Jason,
That's me.
that's
Hey.
your Cobra Commander for your Cobra Commander
Oh, you
Hey,
crazy
what the-
kid.
show. Elgin, I found this book.
Oh, sweet.
Oh,
Thank
you
you.
love to read. Oh, that book
I-
is awesome.
What
I've
would
seen
Skeletor
it.
do?
Do you
Probably
have that?
something evil. No, I don't have it.
Okay,
Thank you.
it's fucking hysterical. I read like 4 pages of it, and it's awesome.
That's good for you.
Spooty, I don't have anything Transformers, but I have a bat that
Whoa.
looks robot-y, and so I thought, hey, told you it's funny.
Oh, he's reading it.
Thinking about a new romance? Don't! Witches be crazy.
Yes, a new series on YouTube. Elgin reads the
thought her
book.
name
And
was
it's got all this fantastic vintage art in it, and
Yeah.
just like all these like motivational, inspirational Skeletor quotes. So anyway, yeah.
All right. Thank you all for listening and watching on YouTube. We're going to get out of here and go get some moon pies. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.
Later.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast. But not so fast, my foul fiends. Don't forget to follow these fools on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And visit cracktasticplastic.com. I'll be back.